Hello everyone and welcome back to Medieval Times Anno 1404, looking at Sleepy Hollow with more and more churches appearing. I guess this is one of the indications of wealth, as more and more churches and bigger churches appear. Speaking about wealth, we are at almost 18,000 on the treasury there. That's not really a lot. If I want to go ahead with my medium shipyard, we don't need 20,000 at the least. And of course those ships will be quite expensive as well. So what I would like to do, let's have a check at my balances that we have here right now. First of all, I think, yes, we can upgrade the warehouse for Sleepy Hollow. Let's go ahead and do this. Gives me a nice looking building here in the center. It also gives me more storage and more trade contracts that I can go ahead with here. And we would like to sell, bread. I'm starting with that because we're pretty full on bread. The trader for bread is capped with the bread. Actually, by the way, we can make this one even further full, right? Going all out there with the bread, and can sell bread. Bread is pretty valuable, so we're going to get a lot of money out of that. The other thing would be weapons. Let's also put up weapons for sale. These are going to be quite profitable, so I'm expecting a lot of sales coming in with that. Now we're still also in the process of boosting our population to nobleman, which would be the highest tier for the old world, in general. For that, however, we still need to check our general economy there. So the cider is still low despite our boosting there, so I'm going ahead with a couple more cider plantations. It's just so easy and we should just really do this. It would be completely needless if cider runs out and we lose taxes because of that. So a bit more cider coming out. We can still keep the tier 1 warehouse there, no prob. And the other one would be cloth is full. Meat should come in now more as well. Schnapps is also one of those things that's looking low. So schnapps, we had this one, right? This one is now schnapps and tools and not meat and schnapps. So there's no more meat on this one. And yeah, we only have 3 potato plantations there at the moment. Let's go ahead and boost this production there as well. We can go ahead and have one here. I don't know if we can get rid of the rock there, so let's rather place it over there. Another one here and another one here, making it 4 new ones. They are producing quite a lot of it, so it should be fine. And we'll just see how that turns out then. And then another one here. Perfect. 75. Sounds like a lot. 375 we need to pay each. And then we have these ones running now too. They will grow and they will produce. Yeah, over. We could also do this one here. There we got the toll for 1 more. Right, so why save on them? They're so dirt cheap that it's just better to have more than we need. Now, also, my swordfish has arrived in Sheepbridge, and we need the next production chain here, which is the leather jerkins. I think for the leather jerkins we still need Glaston as well. As far as I remember, no, we don't. Making it much easier than I thought. Let's go ahead, have the warehouse next to the brine deposit, because we are going to need salt for the leather jerkins. There you go. I'm also going to need a salt works, of course, but a charcoal burner for the coal. There you go, so that we have this one running. I think 1 will be totally enough. I don't remember having more than that. There you go. We can still readjust, of course, if we need to, right? Energy bridge. What we also need, by the way, beer should be flowing now in huge quantities. There it is, 27 tons already. And we actually have some prop and herbs in store. Not anymore, but there were. 2 of them are totally fine though now. And also here, 4,000 almost on the balance. I like that.
So I thought you,
no alliance there, you poor sod. I'm not doing that with you. Now, what we still need for the tannery is one more thing, and that's animal hides. We do get that from the pig farms. So let's go ahead and have another warehouse then over here. And there is going to be a pig farm right in this area. Do we need 18 fields? Yes, it's the smaller one. So 1, I think we can only really sustain 1 here. That I will need, right? So let's build this one. There you go, with 18. And then all I need is the tannery, right? Getting the animal hides and getting the salt from this one here. There you go, with the first one. I think we're going to need another animal hide production though. A bit further over here perhaps for this production, and then we would have the next tannery. And let's just do it. Let's have another animal farm here. They just really need a lot of space, right? 1 more here, and then the tannery in the center of it all. Then I'm just going to make the connection, and this one delivers right to the tannery. There you go. This will be nice for our economy overall. We can unload the remaining wood with that. We still have some left over, right? So we can still continue boosting. And yeah, now it's all about the trade route. We're going to have 2 new trade routes here, and you can already see that it's probably going to be quite busy in my harbor soon with so many new trade routes coming up. So we are going to need a bigger harbor area then as well. Let's go ahead with the beer first. This one is going then from Sheepbridge to Sleepy Hollow. It's a really, really short route, right? So for now, let's actually just make it beer and leather. Because I don't think we're going to need 2 trade routes there right now. And a medium ship with 80 tons capacity each will be totally fine too. So let's just make this one preparing for the medium then. For the medium ship, and we unload the beer and the leather jerkins in Sleepy Hollow, right? And for now, only a small trading ship is doing the job, but we will replace it then with a medium one once possible. There's already the first queue coming up, and I think it's also time to revamp our harbor area a bit. I can go ahead and get my...
I can understand your hesitation.
15 tons for a weapons. All right, do we get a nice reward? This is a very bad trade-off. I mean, come on. 15 tons of weapons for 32 tons of linen garments? I'm absolutely not doing that. Really bad stuff there. I would like to get 2 more big ones that we can have over there. And with that, I should be able to get rid of these fishermen here entirely, right? So my harbor area should not be full with fishermen anymore. Or rather, use something else on it. And yeah, there is not that much space here anymore. Fish is full anyway, as far as I can see. It is full, so no problem really. And we can go ahead now in the harbor area. And, oh yeah, glass is in as well. And we can build the pier with that, right? And this one will provide more space overall for ships to come in. And let's have this one here by the depots over there, right? So more ships can now dock in this area. We can also go ahead with a key.
Enemy ships have been sighted in your territorial waters.
Oh, there is a pirate. But I got my ships close by, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I got my key. I got the granary. Oh, there's some more buildings available that I have no idea about yet. There's the key though. Right, and with that we can then start building up a bigger harbor area like so. There's still the shipyard that we'll get rid of soon. And then probably something going out here, right? Or, since the harbor area is pretty big actually, we can also continue then here, going over into this area. Something like that. But this is now the real harbor that we're starting up here, right? So this is a proper harbor area. And the only thing we now need is then building buildings around it. And perhaps also some protection then further down the road. But we are not at war with anyone yet, so no big deal. But at least 2 ships can now dock at the same time in my harbor area. And with that, we have a bit more room to breathe. I think we already unloaded now the first beer, is that right? No, beer is not in yet, so I'm going to close the beer for now. Oh, Schnapps is also out. And the leather. But what we can definitely now unlock is the books. So we got 43 tons of that in store. My patricians will be very happy about that.
One of your plants has stopped producing.
And there's actually the first beer being unloaded. And we can just unlock this one right away. Right? So there's now beer and books coming in. We're at 1-1 on the taxes. So I'm expecting some serious jump there. Because those were some very expensive production chains. And I do need to get that money in again somehow. These guys still want some entertainment. How should we provide? We still would like to go ahead mostly with a tavern. We do have the theater there as well. And the theater is fine. But for now, let's squeeze in another tavern. Just in this corner there. Just fine. And it's going to have a nice little garden then behind it. Right? And we can go ahead and
upgrade
more
is destroying
people
your
here to citizens. Let's also reduce the taxes for them so they can grow a bit. Because I think we are way behind on that, on the growing. And we are above 5k now. Very good. Population of 5,500. Money-wise, still not enough for my medium shipyard that I would really like to get. We have, though, lots of stone. So at least we could at least start paving the road for the main avenue. But that's just really expensive also money-wise. Can't afford that. What we can afford, though, is more stonemasons in Rose Yard, right? So this is going to be so that we can boost
An
our
island
trade route
was
there. I
settled
think
by
we've used
another
all of them
player.
now. Nope, there's still one more. That's just a lot of stone. We're going to need a lot of stone though. And trade route wise, I don't think we have the with the meat, right? And we have the schnapps and tools. I might actually get rid of the tools there now as well. Right, let's get rid of the tools. It's only going to be schnapps on this one now. Right, and then we have our own trade route. And you can see how many new trade routes are popping up everywhere. And in this case here, this is going to be tools from Roseyard and also stone from Roseyard. Right, and both of that is providing, once again, it's feeding Sleepy Hollow on top of that. And we are going to make Orpheus on this trade route here working. And this is, I'm going to call this one building materials.
One of your plants has stopped producing
And we still have
goods.
room there, of course, for more. Perfect. There's also some more materials now down here in Trimund, where we have the glass already and the books. And we can then just happily continue with the books production. I think, yeah, paper we would need more. Indigo is still looking fine. So another paper mill is what we can do here. Alright, I think, yep, there we had the slot for it. And this is so far away. Let's make it
A
our
player
own
has opened up new land.
warehouse than just here. Lucky they don't need to have a connection with each other, making it much simpler. And then we can go ahead with another book production.
One of your
And
plants
about the
has
glass
stopped
production,
producing goods.
pottage and quartz. Quartz is full, pottage is almost full. We can go ahead with another, let's make it one more glass smelter for now, right? Producing. And then we just need to wait for 10 tons of glass and I build another bookmaker.
Disrupted.
And there you go, there's the glass, and let's build the third and final bookmaker for now. Also upgrading that warehouse here so that we have a
One of
proper
your plants has
area.
stopped producing goods.
There you go. Now let's just check it out again real quick. What do we lack? What do we need for our nobleman? For the first tier we get everything. The second tier is the linen garments is a problem right now, and the meat. The linen garden is happening over there. We have enough hemp because the ropes basically is full all the time. So going ahead here with another a garment maker, a weaver hut is perfectly fine. What we can do though is we could specialize another island that is empty right now. For, yeah, for example, this one here, Frostham, there's nothing really valuable there, right? Hemp and cider. So this could be our linen garments and cider island. Do we have another available ship somewhere? That would be amazing. I don't think so, right? Argo is still possible. He's waiting in Trimund. You could get something from Ashgabat, which is full anyway, right? And get cracking on these productions. In Ashgabat, we can also go ahead and get us a few depots up. Let's make it 3 depots. That we do have a nice amount of storage. And getting a few more nomads is probably not a bad
Fire
idea
is
either.
raging in your settlement.
Right? Something like that. Then we do need the dates production a bit increased. It's all connected really. Making another production then just here for the dates. There you go. And also about the milk, I think we're going to need another goat farm somewhere else. Yeah, getting a bit tight here space-wise. Should still be possible here though, if I have the warehouse in the right location. And yes, we're going to accept the beggars. I don't have the soldiers yet.
Next. I was afraid something like this would happen.
There you go. So another gold farm then as well for my nomads, so they are happy. Money-wise, it's not looking so great right now because the meat is lacking usually. The leather should be though coming in now then soon as well. Right, there it is, 24 tons for starters. So with that we have then all the resources for the patricians really. Right, I mean some resources are fluctuating a lot between yes and no at the moment. But with that one here, leather jerkins, already have 37 tons available. So let's get this one unlocked. And with that, at least officially, we have everything for the patricians. That was all the production chains that we had for the patricians. We just need to boost the available ones now, right? So the ones that we already have. And we can do this with our small shippies. Getting stuff done. Let's just see. We can make this one really full because we produce all of these goods in Ashgabat anyway. And Ashgabat is not really important right now. right, for my next island here. It was really good that we settled on them because Leif would have settled on them otherwise. And he's building a nice nifty town there too. Interesting buildings. He's using a different architecture than we are. It's pretty cool to see, really. How's the other opponents faring, by the way? I haven't really checked. Where's the main island of the Cardinal? There it is, right? Oh, he's got some interesting items there. Special theater. And this is a university. He's making it in the Baroque style. Quite a lot of stuff there, right? And he's got lots of soldiers already. He's preparing an invasion or something like that. That's Marie, by the way, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's Marie. And she also has her own little palace there already. Looking good. Overall, Marie, you're doing fine, I guess. The Cardinal, I don't think we have his main island really in sight. I think that is still hidden. Yep. Now, since I'm also boosting my tier 1 productions a bit soon, what we can do is we can continue with the city itself. So I still have, of course, room in that area. We can continue with a bit more city expansion of normal peasant houses, and we do have the timber for that. Let's go ahead, and this one, right, that's looking okay. There you go. For this area here, we're going to need a new marketplace then for that area, and it's fine, right? It's the end of the town here then completely. Let's build this marketplace there. It's the end also for this main road then here. That is kind of like ending. And then I can just basically go ahead here with more buildings then around it. 3,000. We can barely afford that this time. It's getting tricky there with the Cardinal. So if we cannot afford that anymore, he's going to declare war then right away. There's no back from that then. Yeah, let's make this a bit more chaotic. I like that. With smaller roads then going through that. There you go. And then we can have more here, I guess. That we're going to have a chapel or something in this area. And then a few more buildings then in this area. We have still 13 tons left. Let's use that for a couple more buildings then here and here, where this area ends. That's fine, right? For this whole area.
Thanks
so there's lots of new peasants moving in, and we can already upgrade more of them if we feel like it. And of course we do. Righto, back to Frozham. There's lots of building materials now waiting that we can unload. Right, let's upgrade.
There is a lack of company in your settlement.
I forgot someone again. There you go. It's fine. That's that. And this island is going to be pretty powerful now for our tier 1 productions, right? So I'm intending to have lots of it here. We're starting out with the linen garments, and I'm just going to speed this whole thing up there, really.
Let me give you a hand.
Production has been disrupted. Fire is devastating your city.
There you go. So we got a whole new linen garment production now up and running with 5 more weaver huts. That's only the beginning though, of course, because we are going to need more of that the bigger the town gets. That's one, and the other one would be then the cider, and we're doing this then just on the other side of it. So this is really just all about linen garments and cider, and perhaps we also use the raw materials like the salt and the stone that we get on this island. Other than that, we should be golden with just the basics. Meat, we are going to keep that one on the other island though, right? So let's just go ahead and have my cider production.
I have important business to carry out. Could you lend me a hand? Let me know when the time is right.
There you go as well, and we have all the cider now in addition that we can get out of it, right? So those two here. There is still, of course, the possibility of also getting the cloth done on this island, and that's just a lot of factories though, or plantations that we would have. It probably could work, to be honest, right? But for now, let's just keep at it. And I just need my trade route, and since this is very close, I'm going to combine the two products there once more. So Frozham is going to take them basically the cider 2 times, and then also the linen garments 2 times, and it's delivering that over to Sleepy Hollow. There's the cider, and then we have the linen garments. Now, I'm not going to delete these productions on Sleepy Hollow yet, only once we need the space then later, but for now, that's just going to work out as it is. And linen, there you go, that we have an additional production now coming in for those people then, right? So other than that, oh, lots of money. There was 8,000 there for the bread, the tools, the ropes. Giacomo Garibaldi, as always, he is purchasing. He's got the money, really. And with that, lots of money coming in again. Linen garments, though, the meat we need to boost a bit more. That we have then over there. So we have, oh, we don't have any tools really in Roseyard. That was to be expected since we are trading all of that. Oh, and another big trade. I really have a lot of bread, weapons, cider in store, right? They really want to sell or to buy all these things. Now, we have the 20k. I could get rid of the small one now. Let's do this. We should be getting something back here. Perfect. And we can finally also unlock the medium shipyard. There it is. Let's build it a bit further away there, right? Or it does need to have a connection with the warehouse, the central one, though. So we could also have it here instead of the key. Yep, there it is, just right next to it. That's looking okay. I'm fine with that. Having this one here, and this one unlocks now the medium trade ship and the medium warship. Both of them, the medium warship, however, needs cannons, not weapons anymore. And the medium trading ship costs me 21,000 each. But it is pretty worth it, though, in addition to the normal ships that we had so far. Going to take a while, though, before we can really do something with that. But at least we have that foundation, and let's also just finish the key here and here, right, so that the harbor area is starting to grow. There's even a monument for the harbor area then that we can build in several stages. Looking forward to all of that as the area is growing. Argyle, you are going to take some tools there once again back to the Roseyard for my meat production. It's probably the trader here. Nope, that trader will not do anything, but we definitely need to boost that as well on top of that. I'm doing that outside of recording, so we can come back here once the economy has fully stabilized, and then it's already onwards to nobleman, and we can do all of that just so peacefully. No one is declaring war on us yet. I'm surprised there, but it's a nice surprise for a while, for a change as well, to not be under pressure all the time. Just going ahead here, building a cute town. And oh boy, this is going to be a great town. Even it's not looking like it yet, but trust me, just wait a couple more episodes and we're going to make something out of this one. Stay tuned.